So before we get this video started, I want to take a second. I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas from me and the entire Fab family, and hope everybody has a safe and happy New Year. Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. You guys, this video, we're not going to talk detailing at all. We're going to talk about something that's right up my alley for sure, and a lot of your guys' alley. And is Harbor Freight going to be coming out with a tool truck? Let's talk about it. Let's do it. So if you saw the thumbnail, most likely that's the reason that you clicked on this video, if I did a good job with the thumbnail. But is Harbor Freight coming out with a tool truck? Well, I'm just gonna get it right off the bat is, I don't know. I don't know if they will, but it sure looks like to me it's probably gonna go in that direction. I will start off by saying I was a mechanic for close to 20 years. When I started out as a mechanic, I started out with cheaper tools, and then in my brain I said, well, I'm a mechanic, I need to be using the good stuff, you know. So I invested in Snap-on, Cornwell, and Matco tools, majority Snap-on, and that is a humongous regret on my part. Looking back at it, now back when I started, Harbor Freight didn't have these tools, but when I started doing it, if I started over today, I would be going to Harbor Freight and I would be buying all their icon tools. Every single one of them. Their wrenches, their ratchets, their breaker bars, their torque wrenches. They have U-joint pullers, snap ring pliers, all their sockets, impact and chrome, deep and long, swivel. Trying to think what else they have. They have little picks, they have hose picks, they have scrapers, they have ball peen hammers, they have dead blow hammers, you name it, they have it, and a toolbox. I spent a lot of money with Snap-on, Cornwell, and Matco over the years, you guys. I don't even want to know what I spent with them over the years. If I would have had the Harbor Freight Icon tools available to me back then, it'd have been a no-brainer to me at all. The downside, yes, majority of it's probably made in China, versus like Snap-on. All their hand tools, the wrenches, the ratchets, they're all made in America. Torque wrenches are all made in America. Matco and Cornwell are like Taiwan. Some of the stuff in Cornwell is made in the USA, but a lot of it's made in like Taiwan and stuff. If Harbor Freight decided to come out with a tool truck, I think it would explode in the market. I think that it would just be astronomical. Because you have so much to offer. I was in Harbor Freight today. That's what made me think about this video. And I took some video while I was in there because I was like, you know, I'm gonna make a video about this tonight when I get home. So I took videos, which you guys may be looking at right now. I'm not sure how I edit it. But I'm looking at the prices on just like, say, their wrenches. And the wrenches are, I think, like $150, if I remember right, on some of them. They're all different prices, right? But that same exact wrench set, which looks identical, the writing even looks a lot like Snap-on's writing. And I noticed in their catalogs, they compare most of their stuff with Snap-on. So maybe they're trying to go to that market. But that's a $500 wrench set through Snap-on. I mean, it is made in the USA worth that much more money to you than made in China? Some people may say yes. Me, I say no. If it's $50 more, even $100 more, yes, I'm gonna go made in America every single time. But not if it's $350 or $400 or $500 more, whatever it is. That is just absolutely insane. If Harbor Freight came out with an Icon truck where they sold all their Icon tools and they sold their Icon box, I'm sure they're going to come out with more Icon boxes like roll-arounds, Icon roll-arounds. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. I'm trying to look at my stuff behind you. Like Icon roll-arounds and stuff like that. They could put those on there, and they're going to continue coming out with tools. I noticed at SEMA they launched a ton of tools, Icon tools, and the one that really got my eye was their new ball joint press. So I used the Snap-on ball joint press for many years. That thing is a game changer. I have the original normal ball joint press right over there that I use many times, but when that new Snap-on one came out, it's really heavy, really bulky, but it pushes ball joints out like that. It makes such easy work of ball joints, pressing out and pressing them in, different cups. Well, Harbor Freight just unveiled their new one that's coming out, I think in March at SEMA, and I watched the YouTube video on it. It looks identical. It's the same C press, same cups, same everything, you guys. It's gonna be like $350 if I remember right from their video. The Snap-on one's $900. That's your difference. I mean, that is massive, massively different. And as a new mechanic, if you're getting into being a mechanic right now and you just don't know which way to go, don't fall into the same rabbit hole that I did, thinking I had to have all Snap-on stuff or all Cornwell or all Matco. You don't. Go to Harbor Freight, buy Icon sockets, your deep well sockets, your impact sockets, wrenches at least. Buy several good ratchets. I have, last time I added up, I think I have like 45 ratchets, which is crazy, but they're all different. They all have different jobs. When you're a mechanic, you need that type of stuff. But if you're a DIYer at home, you really don't. But if you're starting out, go buy the Icon stuff. I would not even really step foot on a Snap-on truck unless it's a specialty tool that you can only get from them, that you need to use on a certain Ford or whatever. If you need a specialty tool. Other than that, I'm gonna stick with Harbor Freight and Icon if I'm starting over right now as a mechanic. If I have to buy any tools in the future, that's where I'm going. I would actually love if Harbor Freight reached out to me and they wanted ideas on a tool truck, because I got on many tool trucks in the past 20 years. Ideas of what the tool truck should look like on the outside, what it should look like on the inside, what tools should we carry, what should we offer. I don't know why Harbor Freight hasn't decided to do this yet, and maybe it's in the works. I mean, I have no idea. I have not spoken to Harbor Freight, you guys. No communication with them at all about this. This is a video I decided to make because when I see those Icon tools, I think about it every single time. I think about how much money I wasted. How much money I wasted over the years. Here's a good example. The Icon toolbox. I'm showing you probably a video of it right now. There's going to be the price on there. I don't remember what it is. I think it's $3,000 for the lower, just the bottom portion. I think it's a triple bank. So $3,000 for that, right? You're thinking, oh my gosh, that's so expensive. Why would anybody spend that kind of money on it? When you do it as an everyday job, as a professional, you need something that's going to be dependable, something that's going to hold some weight. Now, to put in perspective, I have a double bank behind you guys, and hopefully I'm showing you a video of that right now. My garage is a mess. I do apologize because I got the business in here, and it's crazy. My double bank right there, brand new, was $10,000. I did not pay $10,000 on it. I bought it as scratch and dent. I didn't even pay half of $10,000 for it, but I still paid more than that $3,000 that the Harbor Freight one is, and I'm missing a bank. So this is a double bank, and I think the Harbor Freight one's a triple bank. But then they offer the side lockers, they offer side cabinets, they offer the hutch, which is great. I'd love to have a hutch on mine. And then I've got my roll-around Snap-on cart. Now, don't get me wrong, both of these have served me well over the years. Zero issues at all out of them. They've been great, but I spent a lot of money on them. I spent a ton of money on my tools and on my roll-around. And was it worth it at the time? I mean, absolutely, yeah, it was, because Harbor Freight didn't have the Icon tools. And you have to have good tools to... If you're going to be an everyday mechanic, you need quality tools. You don't want to go and buy cheap, because you're going to be just going right through them. The nice thing about the Snap-on truck and stuff in Matco, they come right every single week. So if you do break a ratchet or whatever, lifetime warranty, they fix it on the spot, and then you're good to go. You don't have to drive to a store or whatever, or have to send it out, get it fixed and sent back. So I'm hoping that Harbor Freight decides they want to come out with an Icon truck and be able to offer that, where they have all the Icon tools, they come around, they can service your tools. If you break a ratchet, they can fix the ratchet on the spot. You can finance toolboxes, finance your tools, just like Snap-on Matco. If you've never bought off a Snap-on Matco or one of the tool trucks, if you're not a mechanic and you're not really aware how it works, you can do one of two things. You can pay full price. Actually, one of three things. You can pay full price. You can finance. If it's a certain dollar amount, they will only let you finance. Or if it's low enough, which usually below $1,000, the tool truck will let you pay weekly. They'll set up a payment, say, hey, you've got a $950 bill. We're going to do $60 a week until it's paid off. And then if you agree upon it, then you get your tool and you go. If you don't want to pay that much, then you don't get your tool. You keep it there. Or you can finance it however you want to do it, because if you finance it, but you're paying interest rates. If you pay on the truck, you pay no interest rates if you're just doing it through your Snap-on or Matco or Cornwell dealer. Harbor Freight, if you are thinking about it, I would say do it. I think it would explode. My Snap-on dealer, I would considered a friend to me at this point. We used to talk all the time when I was a mechanic. Obviously, I can still call him right now and he'll answer and take care of me whatever I need. So people like that are not going to like this video, but I think that Harbor Freight, the Icon line, is the way to go if you decide you want to start turning wrenches for a living. So when I was wrenching, you guys, the Icon tools started coming out towards the end of when I was wrenching. So I never bought any Icon tools, but I want to show you guys something real quick. I do have some Pittsburgh, like the Pittsburgh ratchet, this one right here. I used the snot out of this thing and never had an issue. It's a flex head, absolutely fantastic ratchet. It is a very fine tooth. as you guys can hear right there. It's a very fine tooth ratchet, which is great. And here's another one. Here's another Pittsburgh ratchet. As you guys can see, I use the crap out of this thing too. I love this one because it's a 1/4 inch on one side, 3/8 on the other, and then I can extend it to however I want it to be, and it locks in place, which is great. But the Icons, I guarantee, are even better than these, and these have served me very, very well over the last several years, ever since I bought those. Now, what I think Icon needs to do, it may be on the way, it may be something that they've already gotten to works right now, because they're pushing stuff out pretty quick and making new things, which is awesome. I love that about a company when they do that. I think what they're probably going to do next is something like this, and if they're not, they need to. Like this snap-on 1/4 inch little electric impact, and then like this ratchet, 1/4 inch ratchet. I also have both of these in 3/8. You guys, I think this one was like $450. I think this was like $350 for this, and I guarantee Harbor Freight can make Icon versions of these for a lot less money. Now, do I regret buying these? No, I regret paying the price that I paid for them, but I don't regret buying them because I used these things every single day of my career. They are just so good. I mean, just look at it, you can see the writing's wearing off of it. I mean, it's tore up, it's filthy. I tried cleaning it. I always try to keep my tools clean. They're great, but I just spent way too much money on it. But if I had to guess, this is purely a guess, I probably spent $30,000 on all my tools. Just a guess, you guys. Tools, toolboxes, any equipment that I had to buy at all. And like I said, they served me well. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. I got my jobs done. Didn't have any issues with them. They were just, and when I did buy them, I knew I was spending too much, but I didn't think I really had much of an option at the time. So that's why I think it's important for Icon, for Harbor Freight, I think that they should absolutely positively come out with an Icon truck. At least do a beta test on it. Bring one right out here to Indiana. I'll run it for a month or two. Let's see how it does. I think it would just explode in the market. I think the mechanics would see the value in the Icon tools, and that they don't have to drive to Harbor Freight now if they break a socket or something because they, put a lot of force on or whatever, or they break a ratchet, or they strip the teeth. When the Icon truck can come around, fix it just like Snap-on can, and you're back going again. You don't have to travel anywhere, and you're getting quality tools. I know people that have the Icon tools absolutely love the Icon tools. They even have really nice flashlights too, you guys. I didn't take any video of that, I forgot. But they have a lot of stuff to offer. I think it's just crazy to not have a tool truck. I actually wouldn't mind if they would actually allow me to be like a distributor so I sell detailing products, in case you don't know, to like dealerships, body shops, detail shops. I drive around like a Snap-on, like a tool truck, right? I always say Snap-on because that's what I had the most of, a Snap-on. Like a tool truck, and I sell to all those places. Why not let me put an entire shelf of just Icon tools? I'd love to be able to do something like that. Like I said, I think it would be a huge thing. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys, if you're a mechanic right now, would you want to see a Harbor Freight tool truck? Icon tools. I'm not talking about their Pittsburgh tools or the Bauer or anything like that. I'm talking about the Icon tools. Would you guys be interested? And if it did come around, would you want to buy off of that truck versus buying off the other tool trucks? I'm sure Harbor Freight probably will see this video, so put it down in the comments, you guys, and then like the video so it gets out there so everybody can see it. Maybe if they see this video and it gets enough views and likes and comments, and they read them and they're saying, man, this guy wants it, this guy wants it, she wants it, she wants it, he wants it. If they see that enough, they're saying, okay, we probably should come out with a tool truck. You never know. YouTube is a pretty powerful platform for companies, you guys, just to kind of do research, to find out where the market's going, what they think that they should do, and they're going to see the video. So put it down in the comments. Tell me what you think, whether you like the idea, you hate the idea, if you love their tools, hate their tools. Put it down there. I want to hear it, and everybody else probably wants to read those too. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video and checking it out. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Join the Fab family. We'd love to have you, and we'll see you in the next video.